Hi YouTube, my name's Tamara Chambers and this is Tamara's Never Seen. Today, I am watching John Carpenter's They Live. I watched The Fly, I thought it was disgusting and awesome. I watched The Thing, it's now in like the honorable mentions of my top 10 favorite movies. I am just very excited for They Live. I just tweeted out, give me those They Live predictions for the next 20 minutes only. Ready for some John Carpenter love action? Let's do it. I would do this whole episode in glasses, but I don't want to, so. I loved it! I just wonder what my movie-going viewing experience would be if I had seen these kind of movies growing up. Because this is super just like straight down my alley, like right up or down, it's on my alley. It's weird and it's cool and it's not political, I guess, but a little bit, I don't know, it's very engaging. I had this really ignorant idea of older films when I started this series. Unless it was like Casablanca or Wizard of Oz, is boring and it wasn't gonna be entertaining. And then I started watching Young Frankenstein and Blazing Saddles and just older films, not like crazy old, but older than I was ever going to open my mind up to. And they're just so good. Starts off, he's going through a hard time, and then this fantastic, beautiful man in a purple tank top is like, hey, you need a place to stay? Come with me, and takes him to kind of this shanty town where people who are homeless or having a rough time in life at the moment are staying. The message of the film really seems to be, especially just right from the beginning, is that everyone is in this rat race for themselves and their own personal gain, and it's all about consumerism and just advancing on, you know, your personal ladder, which, yeah. Correct! Across from the shanty town is this church filled with people who have a conspiracy against the government, and they're shown to be crazy. But then the government comes and shuts down the shanty town by like bulldozing it over, and it's very traumatizing and sad, and I hate this scene. I mean, bulldozing people while they're still in bed, like crazy, really violent. And you're like, okay, well then maybe the conspiracy people are like onto something. And I wrote in all caps, then the film gets interesting. I wrote hullabaloo in my notes. Like I literally wrote down, why all the hullabaloo over some glasses? Am I a sassy schoolgirl from the 30s? What is this? So the cops torch the church and Roddy Piper finds, I'm gonna call him Roddy Piper because I don't know how to say his name. Nada? It's an odd name. It's his character's name. So Roddy Piper finds these sunglasses that were hidden in the wall, and he's like, why all the hullabaloo over some glasses? Then he puts them on! Oh my gosh! And at this point in the movie was when I was like, oh, okay, I've definitely seen reference photos from this film of like the alien reptile robots and the obey sign. He's an interesting actor as well. He's very laid back, I would say, I think is what I would call him. Just doesn't emote a lot from the face, but he's still a great actor. His facial expressions aren't like, so like he's just, huh. like very subdued. That's not how I think I would react in this situation. But he does then, I mean, he freaks out for sure. It's all very in your face, very creepy to think that you put on a pair of sunglasses. I didn't have one without a beard, but they do the same thing. You put on a pair of sunglasses and then everything would completely shift. I love the color change. It's black and white. Color-wise black and white, but also just it's black and white figuratively too. Like on magazines, it's just consume. Like it makes tons of sense and so creepy and great. It's not true. There was one part that I wrote down. It's not at all a problem with the film. I just thought it was hilarious. He walks into this grocery store and there's these two robot alien skeletons talking to each other. And one of them is like, and then she served blue corn tortillas. Oh, it's so dated. What is dated about blue corn tortillas? Then he starts really attacking the physical appearance of these robot alien skeletons, and it's so funny. You look like your head fell off in the cheese dip in 1957. You're okay, human. You're fine, but you're ugly. Oh, I need some bubble gum. Okay, it's worth it. So he keeps insulting the alien robot skeletons, and he then shoots some cops and takes their gun, and he goes into a bank and sees that there's a bunch of alien robot skeletons, and he says the line. The line! Oh my god. I am here to kick ass and chew bubblegum. And I'm all out of bubblegum. Then he shoots them all. It's not the subtle, carefree approach I would have taken, but yes, okay, good. Mama don't like tattletales. Still a zip tie from a convention. So then he makes the character of Holly drive him to her house so he can have a hideout, and she's at gunpoint, and she kicks the crap out of him. Like, she doesn't know that he's a good guy, she just knows that she's being held at gunpoint by this seemingly crazy man, and so she throws him out a mother-flipping window. She is also out of bubblegum. Then I found out that the amazing purple tank top guy is named Frank. He also has an amazing purple sweater. When you know that a color works for you, you have to rock it. So that's just, he's living his very best life. Frank is like, hey man, you gotta go find a place to hide, and gives him a week's worth of pay, which is a lot for him because he's also very struggling. And then they start fighting, like a lot. 5 minutes later, the fight choreography is amazing. I also found out that except for the face and groin punches, everything was real. Like all the body shots and the shoves and flips and stuff, that was all full force punching each other to make it look real. And they choreographed it themselves, and it just was a very immense amount of work and an incredible display of endurance. And I loved the fight. But after that entire fight, Frank puts on the glasses and is like, oh, okay. No, you were telling the truth, let's go! And they go to a meeting for all the people who can see. Police show up to that and start killing everyone. They go to the robot alien skeleton headquarters through teleportation. This movie's amazing. They start killing everyone in the robot alien skeleton lair, and you find out that they are these aliens who have taken over the US, and if you're a human, you can side with them, and then they give you a bunch of money. I could see this stuff happening. If aliens were to come and be like, who wants money to side with the evil aliens? People would be like, me, let's do it. And then there would be the people who were looked down upon for shedding light to people. It is so well done. Holly, girl from before, is just the worst. Thought she was the best, turns out to be the worst. She shoots Frank. Frank! My beautiful purple sweater man! But Roddy Piper comes in, shoots the transmitter that is making everybody not see what's actually happening. He dies, or it seems that he dies in the very end, and it's amazing. What other John Carpenter movies have I not seen? Because I need to see them now. You will wonder if anyone you know is secretly an alien. Like your cat. Don't do that to me. Because yes, now I do. Lots of people will automatically call BS that you didn't watch the movie, even though you have explained the reasons since episode 1. Let's see if it's really true or not. Okay, let's dive into this. Yeah. It'll make you scared to watch any media for a few hours out of fear you'll be brainwashed. Joke's on you, I'm always afraid! You'll wonder who is Roddy Piper and why he didn't become a big 80s action star. Honestly, yes, I know nothing about him, but I thought he was great, and his physicality, like I said in that fight scene, just amazing. Also a weird, subtle take on acting this role that I really enjoyed and I thought really worked. A lot of sunglasses tweets. And a lot of bubblegum tweets. You're gonna get woke. I am woke already. You will appreciate the iconic fight scene, but you'll probably think it's a little too long at the same time. I could have done for double the time. No, that would have been insane. But I did enjoy the time, actually. I weirdly loved it. I came here to watch movies and get actors' names wrong. And I've done the names thing a lot. Next week, I might watch Shaun of the Dead. I'm very much still on an Edgar Wright kick. I also need to watch the original Planet of the Apes. I'll probably be putting up a poll on my Twitter again this week asking what next week's should be. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.